Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. And yes, today we are reviewing the Isabela Belicoso X. Now, this is it. Very light-looking wrapper. Everything about it's unknown. They don't disclose anything about their cigars, but let's go ahead and do this. There's the density. Has an average feel in the hand, very well made. Now, actually, the background on the information, I do have something to pass along to you. In the 90s, Johnny Pitt, owner of Isabela Cigars, went to a wedding in the Bahamas, and he said that two things happened. The only cigar he could find was a Monte Cristo 2, a Cuban Monte Cristo 2 at that. And he said, after you have enough of them, it's like having the best steak in the world every day, day after day. You really get tired of it and want something different. So that, as odd as that may sound, it's true. So years later, he set out to make a blend that was reminiscent and craftsmanship and what have you of the Cuban masters that make the Monte 2. He wanted to modernize it, if you will, or Isabelize it. So this is what he came up with, is the Belicoso X. Now, it truly is a nice looking cigar, albeit I'm calling it, you almost got to call that a Connecticut shade. That's it. So that's all I know about it, other than they're around $9 a piece and change. And these, unlike the Pepperhead, these are available on the website. So let's see what it's all about today. The Isabela Belicoso X. Oh, look at here. This one's been around since 8/21. That's a long time. Wow. 2.5 months shy, just a little bit shy of 3. All right, this will be an easy one to clip. Hopefully it draws well, taking off just a little bit. And it does not. So what I'm going to do is perfect draw it. Be right back. All right, that's got it. Usually with a Belicoso or something like that, it's so tight here in the upper echelons of the cap. Just a 1/2 inch in there usually does it. And it did again. So we're good to go. Well, your first flavors are something like a citrus cedar. Some pretty good brown sugar and some nice cinnamon. I'm getting little flashes of cream, little flashes of roasted nuts. There is a lot of an earthy black coffee. And I believe that nutmeg is part of the earthiness on that in that coffee. Black pepper at roughly 8. So that's how we start. The foremost front end flavor of the citrus cedar type thing is sweet. It has to have some sweetness to it, but there is a lot of an earthy black coffee and the black pepper. It all seems to be right there together. So pretty good start. Let's see what happens by the first third. here at the first third, precariously perched. The ash is still intact, as you can see, but I'm a little bit hesitant to let it hang over the keyboard, so I'm going to put it right over here. And the flavors are just like I said before. Now I'm getting a little clearer rather than flashes. The roasted nuts, the flashes of cream are still there, but it's still sort of a citrus cedar, brown sugar, cinnamon, a lot of nutmeg, and a lot of earthy black coffee, which has toned down a little bit. It's very manageable now. Medium body. Finishes roasted nuts, some brown sugar, some nutmeg, and pretty good lingering black pepper. Oh, point of interest. This review today, believe it or not, is number 96 for this year. So far I've done, including this, 96 reviews. Wow. That's a record, and we're not even finished with the year. Back to the cigar. It's very good and tasty. It first third I'm running at 91, and we want to see what the second third does because I want to see a little more come out of it. But we'll find out. Coming right up. Well, we're here at the end of the second third. If you notice how dark that ash is, it's very much salt and pepper, but it's very dark. More pepper than salt. Right at the band, as you can see, too. I need to remove that. In the second third, we got a little more darker, a little darker. The nutmeg seemed to come out a little more. The coffee came out a little more. Just sort of, shifting the balance, and the sweetness sort of went with it. So I'm going to change the second third score to 90. And it's still medium bodied. Finish, it's basically unchanged. You really get those roasted nuts on the finish a lot. Lingering black pepper is pretty nice. So it's not a bad cigar at all. It's pretty good. And it did get a little dark here in the second third. So let's just see what the final third brings, and we'll know where we stand. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Good news. The severe earthiness and extreme darkness reverted back the way it was in the first third. So just in that middle segment, it got a little dark and earthy. Overly so. Therefore, I'm going to bounce it back up to 91 where it was in the first third. Citrus, cedar, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, roasted nuts, primarily noticed on the finish, but still, and earthy black coffee. It's a pretty good cigar. This, to be honest with you, is not in the category of the Pepperhead. Pepperhead was just crazy good. But this is a good cigar. And readily available. And this Isabela company is no joke. They make pretty good stuff. I'll be doing another one of theirs, hopefully before the end of the year. It's a limited edition type cigar that is going to be coming out here real soon. So if it turns out to be good, you might want to jump on it quick. But that's down the road. For this cigar, The overall score is 90.67. 90.67. Not bad at all. So that'll pretty much do it. It's a good cigar with nice flavors, and the roasted nuts make it a little interesting. You don't get them in abundance, but you get them, especially you get them on the finish. So there you have it. The Isabela Cigars Belicoso X, 90.67.